In today's video, I'm going to be giving you 5 more pieces of essential running gear that I use on a near daily basis to help me train and recover for all of my long distance running goals. Now, I've gone over my initial 5 essentials, but when I was writing the script for that video, I realised that there's much more than just 5 items that I use on a near daily basis, so decided to give you a second tier on essential items. As a reminder, I'm training for a marathon, but again, like before, these items are not specific for long distance running and can be used for any running discipline. So buckle up, tune in, and let's get this list done. Now, the first item on this list might not be too groundbreaking, as the vast majority of runners already use earphones or headphones of some kind. Whether it's a podcast for a long run, music to help you get through an interval session, having a good set of earphones can really be a game changer when you're running. I used to run in a pair of 40-pound earphones before I lost one of the buds. Then I upgraded to the Shocks Open Run, not sponsored, and being able to listen to all of my surroundings for traffic, pedestrians, cyclists is a game changer. Earphones and headphones tend to just block all outside sound, and headphones themselves are bulky, they're sweat sponges, so you probably won't get too many recommendations for them on the channel. But having some entertainment when you're out for a run, podcasts, music, yeah, bit of a game changer. So essential number 1, earphones. Sometimes in Scotland we can experience 4 seasons in one day, so a good pair of gloves is an absolute essential for me. Much like the caps in my previous video, going for a synthetic or textile glove is much more favourable than cotton or woolen gloves. They help wick the sweat away from your skin, keep your hands nice and dry and warm as well is a big one, and they don't get heavy or weighed down when they get wet. So for me, a big essential, a good pair of gloves. Next item on this list is probably more applicable for long distance running, however I'm a huge proponent of energy gels. Yeah, they're not perfect. They taste funny, they're expensive, and there's a bit too much waste associated with them for my liking, but nothing beats these to provide a quick acting carb source to fuel your long runs. There's plenty of different brands that you can experiment with if you're interested in trying energy gels. I use Cis, not sponsored, because they sit really well in my stomach, but I know some runners can be a little bit more sensitive to what they consume during their long run. So feel free to experiment, try different brands, find out what works best for you. They really help take your long runs to the next level. Essential number 4, calf compression sleeves. I genuinely love slipping these on after a couple of hard efforts throughout the weeks and feeling them support and caress my weary calves. I think the science behind them is that when you take them off, it helps the blood flow rush back into your calves and aids in recovery. Yeah, it could be a placebo for all I know, but I always feel fresher after wearing them, so that's why they're one of my essentials. Last up on this list isn't anything physical actually, it's an app, the Hellfit app. One of the places that I record all of my runs and provides genuinely useful metrics and data for recording your runs. Cadence, stride length, power, and also running mileage in each individual pair of shoes, which is really good at keeping an eye on the longevity of your shoes. It also tracks health statistics like HRV, heart rate variability, HRV stress, training monotony, as well as training load. Now, I've always been a data guy, so having insights for these different metrics I find really beneficial. The app also shows your splits for each run, whether you run in a negative split or a positive split. Negative splits, if you don't know, is when you run the second half of your run or your race faster than the first half, and general teachings is that for racing, negative splits is optimal. By no means is this app an essential for everybody. It actually costs, I think it's a couple of quid to download, but I find it so helpful and is basically my one-stop shop for all of my running metrics. Hey, Editing James here. Back when I filmed this section in July 2024, I was actually still running with the Apple Watch and hadn't upgraded to the Chorus Pace 3. Turns out all of the metrics that I used to get on the Hellfit app aren't available anymore after my upgrades, and turns out that this section is only really applicable then if you use the Apple Watch for your running. Still very beneficial, the fitness app on the Apple Watch, and the iPhone leaves quite a lot to be desired. and there's definitely some features from the app that I do miss training with and having access to now that I'm using the Coros, but overall the benefits of the Coros outweigh the benefits of the Apple Watch. So yeah, only really suitable if you use an iPhone and an Apple Watch, but thought I'd keep it in anyway because good insight to share. So they were my 5 more pieces of essential running gear. Again, these are for me. I'm not going to gatekeep and say you need these to improve your running, but hopefully you got some inspiration from the list nonetheless. Let me know down below what your favourite items were and what you use every single day on your running journey. Thanks again for tuning in. Have a great day. Keep running.